Welcome to the review of Unit 5, Kayak KO. I'm going to give you a quick recap of what we talked about earlier. Was of this kayaker named Cyril Diramo. I believe I'm pronouncing his name correctly. And he was going to embark on this journey from San Francisco to Honolulu, Hawaii, which is about 4,000 kilometers. But only, unfortunately, 100 kilometers into his journey, just about 6 days or so, he faced a very tense situation where he had to abort because of about 4-meter high waves, or crashing against his ship, throwing it around, and he lost this kind of anchor parachute that stopped the solo kayak from drifting with the waves. Abort.
Abort.
Drift.
Drift.
He was very unhappy to call it quits, but very glad he could have this experience because he wanted to try it again soon. And after the rescue, he went back and they were able to find the kayak because the GPS turned back on somehow. They don't know how, but they found the kayak, and he has renewed hope to go back and try it again. Because he also, set a record when a 4-man kayak team from San Francisco to Hawaii did the same route. They set that in record time. So he feels like he can do this solo. In record time.
In record time.
What do you think would be the hardest part of making a long kayak trip?
I think like trying to provide shelter when you're trying to rest or sleep in between the rowing and everything. And I don't know if it's the hardest part, but just the ocean, like the waves and everything.
Right.
We can't control that. Like 4-meter waves already is terrifying.
Yeah.
We can't control what's happening with the climate and the weather, and there's a storm or anything. So I think the unpredictability would be the hardest part.
Right. Even though they kind of like plan tides and maybe weather patterns and try to see how it works, it's still so unpredictable.
Right.
And a lot of, surfers say the same thing.
Yes.
And even fishermen, boaters, they all say the weather can be just very drastic deep into the ocean.
Right.
So I don't really know myself. Now I've done short kayak things on rivers and lakes, but for long trips, I think
and on the ocean.
Yeah, I think what those people do is amazing and just brave.
Very brave.
All right, well, that's it for our review, and we'll see you on the next one.